Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Legendary Matters, where I go over legendary creatures or legendary, I guess, anything, permanents in Magic that I find to be fun and interesting. I'm going to be trying to go over all the Final Fantasy legends because that's when the series is starting, and then I'll be moving on throughout the sets as I complete them. But there's a lot of legends in Final Fantasy, so expect a lot of it. But this time, we're going to be talking about Clive. Clive in Standard is pretty decent. I mean, he's not going to be like great, or I don't think he's playable or anything at a competitive level. Where is he? Gosh dang it. Competitive level or anything. But he does some pretty sweet things that we can do, and fits perfectly into a big red deck. So let me read the card. When he enters, you can discard your hand, then you draw cards equal to your devotion. So this allows us to get card advantage in red for playing red permanents. And then of course he can flip and then fight a creature or whatever, and then he does it again if you really need to. But usually, I'm just playing him to get that card draw. Um, so, how do we increase this card draw and make it crazy on a turn 6 play? And how do we ramp up to him at the same time? Well, we do a little big red control shell. So Burst Lightning, get rid of quick, easy targets like Llanowar Elves, Marauding Makos here because we will be discarding cards to fear missing out. Um, fear missing out, we're going to be discarding to Clive, so we're going to get suddenly a big body if it's on the field. Uh, and that play pattern tends to be pretty good. In the sideboard, we have Monument to Endurance if we ever run into discard matchups, which is also why they're here um, as well. And then we have permanents that remove things on the battlefield. So Chainsaw, 3 damage up to 1 target creature. Very, very good. And it scales threats into the late game, which is pretty crazy. And also adds 1 devotion, right? Fear of missing out adds 1 devotion when it goes on to. Slagstorm is our sweeper. We don't really have a good way to sweep the board in red. Brotherhood's End's rotating out. And this is kind of the 3 mana spot that I really care about for it. So, but, beggars can't be choosers, whatever. Koth Fire Resistance. I've tried to make these decks rotation proof, but Koth is so important in this kind of deck that I had to put him in. He will be rotating. However, there's a new legendary Kavu that's coming out in the next set that allows us to evoke things and give haste, which can honestly take the place of Koth and the Fire Crystal that we're playing. These have 2 red pips and play really well into ensuring that we're able to play Clive, because red really struggles to get that 5th, 6th land sometimes, especially in effective hands, and Koth fixes that entirely. It can also be removal in a pinch, and the Fire Crystal is essentially a land that gives us 2 devotion, with red spells costing 1 less to cast. Witchstalker's Frenzy is a good removal spell for high damage targets that we need to kill. Think Sheldrids, things that are sheltered by Ghost did for Ward, but that's just because it can get cheaper. But any sort of 5 mana or 5 toughness creature is very important to get rid of. Clive's namesake of the deck. Overlord, once again, 2 red pips at 4 mana. Very useful for increasing our devotion. 4 damage to any target. Keep playing that control matchup. And Summon Bahamut. If the game goes long, or if we flip Clive, no matter what, we're at the point where we can play Summon Bahamut. And if we don't care about him, we discard him, and people think that we're a graveyard deck for no reason, and play Graveyard Hate. I really like that about this card. It can mix people up very easily for some reason. But also, this is just a really good late game threat, and you'd be surprised how it's not a non-zero chance that we're able to play a Summon Bahamut if the game goes long. And Roller Crusher Ride is our other sweeper outside Slagstorm. It provides 1 devotion, and that's alright. But the Delirium effect, by the time we play Roller Crusher Ride where it's available to be played, we'll have discarded some Bahamut, which is 2 card types, enchantment and creature. We could have discarded or used an instant, for example, maybe use a Slag Storm. We're already at 4. Fire Crystal's an artifact if we get rid of that. And then we also have an artifact in Chainsaw. So we actually have a lot of different card types. So Rollercoaster Ride and Fear of Missing Out, having Delirium, super relevant in the deck actually. It happens a lot. And whenever it gets Delirium, we double damage that a permanent would be dealt. And then when it enters, it deals X damage to up to X target creatures. It doesn't hit Planeswalkers. That's actually a pretty big weakness of this deck. We only have like Torch the Tower. But if you want, just go down Burst Lightning, go forward Torch the Towers. That honestly might be better, but the face damage can be nice. Other than that, in the sideboard, Ghost Vacuums, Abrades, Pyroclasms if you need a cheaper version of Slag Storm, but Slag Storm's there because 3 damage can be pretty difficult. Chimmel is very good in big red decks because spells you control can't be countered. Is very relevant against blue decks. And Discovering 5 is card advantage. Just in case you're running Paravish, you have Magebane, Lizard, more removal for 5 toughness creatures, Scorching Shot, where you sometimes have to discard. So we put Monument to Endurance in, and just in case your lands are not coming up, call the Mountain Chocobo to get yourself a mountain card. Also, can be a decent replacement for when Koth rotates. So, without further ado, let's play this first deck, and then we'll talk about the Clive discard deck that uses his brother Joshua afterwards. Alrighty, so we were up against JG Harris, Jungle Harris, the Virtuous. This hand is aggressive, fortunately, but I guess we'll go with it, it's fine. We have enough ways to discard and draw. Probably discarding a mountain, keep up, yeah, definitely discarding mountain now. Okay, so first card type, another mountain, lovely. Number 2. What's he gonna play? Seems to be a control deck. Alright, and we got them to surrender, just like that. I don't know what they're doing. But if they're not playing creatures, we can switch things up. So we're going to bring in Chimmel. We're going to bring this in, because why not? Flashback sounds good. So let's get rid of these Burst Lightnings. Let's get rid of Torch the Towers. Oh, let's put back in the Burst Lightning and see how that goes. Sometimes all you need is that good discard line. This is a much worse hand, but we go straight into Koth, so I don't care. Probably actually need to get rid of Rollercoaster Ride too. Okay, they're ramping into something. What do they ramp into? Artifact deck? Simulacrum? Synthesizer? Yeah. Okay. Now that we know that they're an artifact deck, this makes it a little bit easier. Solemn.
When this war is over, we will finally rest. I'll melt you to slag.
Okay. Yikes. Yeah, we probably lost this one. We'll see.
I'll never forget the home we lost.
Hmm. This is pretty rough. We're gonna have to play another talk.
Stopping Phyrexia is all that matters.
Just decrease
Catch this!
power on that. Hopefully he takes a hit. Yeah, no, we're not winning that. Alright. Now that we know it's an artifact deck, let's switch it up. Bring in a braids. Get rid of the Mage Bane Lizards. Man, okay. It's kind of hard, actually. I have to bring these back in. Chainsaws aren't going to be great. Let's go with this. Okay, do we have an Abrade in the opening hand? Nope. This also kind of sucks. Okay. Not going down, though. We have Slag Storm, so worst case scenario. Sure. It's pretty good. So we have Synthesizer on turn 3. It's fine. 2 to the top is rough. Yeah. That's a little tough. Cycle. Get a land, come on, get a land. Not a land. Why do you sideboard in this? I guess it's just free value. Really? Okay. We can do this. Just try to get in first. It's a card. If he draws another synthesizer, I'm dead in the water. It's fine. Let's just ramp.
Phyrexia is spreading. The Thran still have secrets to uncover.
It's kind of huge. Okay, man. Oh, and that's game. What I can do without that? Alright.
An end. Dominaria's treasures will aid us in our
Move on to the next one. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see if we get some Clive action. This can be good. Yuna's a little scary. This deck probably is really bad against Yuna, but we'll see. But we have the Clive, and the 4th land is really good, so. Here we go. Roots deck. Yep. Oh no, it might be Diamond Weapon. Diamond Weapon? Yeah. Diamond Weapon. It's a little rough. We gotta hold off. We don't want them to play their big creatures just yet. Also, please, I had a 3-land hand. That probably gets... Yeah. Alright, now I'm in trouble. I'm in so much trouble. Now let me... Come on, land. Thank you. Now 2 more of those. Not gonna use the Bahamut, so it saves me. Oh! Yet another one. Kinda stinks. Alright. 1 more land. Come on, refill. Yeah. Here we go. Yes, please. Not the greatest draw 5 in the world. We will be fighting something though and getting a 9/9, which actually stops Diamond Weapon until that happens. We will also be torching the tower on the Quasi Revenant. Ow. Okay. Got a 5/5. Seems to have stopped them. Risk a land. Oh, have haste. I guess it's fine. We'll be killing things now. That's gonna kill my Mako. Or Mako. Is it fine for that to happen though? Ooh, this got bad suddenly. Oh, this got really bad suddenly. Wait. Really? Okay. That's fine. Another Garruk's Uprising. Kind of stinks. Get another card. They have all this. There's the diamond weapon. And now we had a problem. Yep. Souls lost. Okay. We've lost this one. We're just gonna back away for now. Diamond weapon's an artifact, so won't be too bad to just put some abrade in, put some ghost vacuum in. You know. Once again, burst lightning. Not super good. You don't want to kill their 1/1s in this deck. It's actually really bad to do. Let me hang on. 5/5, 6/5, 6/6. Okay. So we're gonna need the scorching shot. Most likely. Flagstorm's kind of bad. We can go down a chainsaw. That looks good. We'll go with it. Ghost Vacuum turn 1. Really good. Now I can start killing his things too. Didn't need that. And the Mako's very good. Yeah. Sounds about right. Got it. Diamond weapon in the graveyard. We're gonna stop attacking now. recycling. I need to get these lands. That's fine. Okay, it did its job. It delayed him by like a few turns. Really? So what I need to put in this graveyard, I have enchantment, creature, land. Okay. Putting Koth is so poor for me though. I could do the Abrade, honestly. Yeah, it's late enough in the game. It's fine. Okay. I'm gonna start threatening him now. It's fine. It's a really good draw.
The only path to victory is fighting side by side.
I will tick up all I want, man. You're not gonna do anything. It might be better to have just attacked there, but I mean, I don't really care what he's doing right now. That's why we have Scorching Shot. Draw a card. I'm gonna give him another turn probably, but that's okay.
The earth itself rejects you.
Pulp. Go here. It's really good. Oh no. Anyways. Back again, and boom. That played really good. Let's put this in just because we can. And just have fun with it. Let's go down to Bahamut. They'll be on the play this time. It's going to be a little bit harder. What? Ghost Vacuum. Ooh. There's something in the yard, I dare ya. Alright. We're gonna conceal our vacuum for a while. Just go with the aggro plan. Never mind. Depends on what they discard, I guess. 2 lands, that's okay. Okay. This grows it, but grow next turn. This is gonna get exile this one. Oh. 2-lander. Good one. Not doing anything the rest of this one. Bring out Town Greeter. So let's go get rid of the vermin. With that. We're also stuck on 2 lands. It's kind of ridiculous. All of those were good for the opponent. It's the most like insane thing that they can get back. This against us, it's pretty rough. Okay. Surely they have a land by now. There's the third one. Diamond weapons in the bin. Yeah. Pumps. Okay. Do we just win? That's 3, 7. That's 7. Just threat and lethal. This doesn't matter. Have it in the bin. Should we go back to it? Oh, it's tapped out, right? There. He has to play at least 2 creatures, and even then, I can burn 1 out. Okay. Ooh, wrong one, honestly. Alrighty. We win! Woo! Good to see, good to see. Alrighty, so those are some good games with the Clive deck for mono red. But I have another deck for Clive, and it's a discard deck in the Boros colors that allows him to team up with his brother Joshua. Now, Clive discards as well as Joshua. Obviously, that's the big synergy. But because we're discarding, we get to do a few unique things from before. So we still have the Marauding Mako, or Mako, the fear of missing out, chainsaw, kind of boiler bilges, all those things that we had before. But now we get to incorporate Joshua and Monument of Endurance to become more of a discard shell in particular that also can potentially, or eventually, because we're rotating throughout our deck so much, reanimate something. So we're going to reanimate Knights of Round, some of Bahamut if we have to. We're controlling the board with Lightning Helix, Joshua, to gain back a little bit of life if we need to as well. So we have a little bit more sticking power there. And the aim of this deck was to really not reduce the amount of red permanents that we're using by too much either. Like, we have white spells, or we have a Boros spell that's already adding 1 devotion as well for a Clive. And then in our sideboard as well, if we need to, we'll Brass the Tunnel Grinder, really good for discarding for us, pump our Makos. Another emerge from the cocoon if we feel like we want to lean into the reanimation. Starfall Invocation is a sweeper for that that we get out of white. This is just, I don't know, a fun card to also add in if you really want to add to your discard deck a little bit more discard at that 2 mana rate while also being a body. Can be really useful, especially because sometimes you burn your opponent out with Monument to Endurance. Ghost Vacuums, of course, Get Lost is something that we're able to bring in because we're in that white shell. So if enchantments are giving us problems, or in Planeswalkers, we couldn't handle them really before. Now we can. An extra Lightning Helix in case we need it. This is one of the big ones too, is 2 mana, 5 damage spell that we did not have before. Also Stabilizer of Life. Another Summon Knights of Round in case we want to continue leaning into that reanimation. So this is a really cool deck for discarding in Clive. I found that you're still drawing 4 or 5 cards unless you're fighting like a really controlling opponent in general. And when Emerge from the Cocoon does get into your hand and you put down a Knights of Round or Bahamut on turn 4, doesn't happen all the time, that can be really good. We get able to do it turn 4 because of the treasure tokens. So let's go give this for a spin and see how it plays out. Here we go. We are against Johansson, 17. He'll be playing first. This hand is suspect. Do we do it anyways? Maybe. We're drawing 3 cards before we need to get to this. Let's run it. Planes right off the bat. Alright, life gain. There's an argument that Screaming Nemesis should be in this deck. I like that card a lot. Obviously, it's really good. It's mono red. Let's see. We're getting a Pride Mate. Soldier deck. No, that sounds wrong. That is wrong. Too many Joshua's. We need a land. That is not a land. We'll offer the trade. It will outgrow you, opponent. Okay. Still gonna outgrow you. Okay. Now we're starting to have a problem. Attack with this, because it's gonna turn into a 3/4. Do that. There's our mountain, thank God. So we'll play Joshua next turn and really grow our team. If you're just gonna double Patchwork Banner, that's fine by me. Is that why you're doing it? Okay. Kind of stinks, actually. Yes, because we'll discard it, right? Yeah. We already have Joshua in the field. No, I'm so stupid. Nope, 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 nope. It's fine. 7/7's good. What are they gonna get rid of? They're just taking him. Got a lot of power on board. This is what it is. Okay. 5/5 and a 6/5. Tap land kind of stinks. It's okay. We're just going to attack and everything. Discard kickoff accelerations. Ah, so clever. Here's another artifact anyways. It's not like it's gonna grow. What needs to be a 3? That's fine. This is fine. Can I get jobs to the lift? I guess. Cool. That makes their blocks actually extremely awkward. Oh, wait. Boom! Okay. So this is a blowout on them, most likely. Do Starfall Ramification. So we're gonna trim a Bahamut. Lightning Helix. So more removal would be good. Just get rid of both Bahamuts. Actually, we probably need to just forget that whole idea. Tunnel Grinder, so that we can potentially just buff up a Mako. This would be fine. Already at 60 again. This should be fine. They were what, 5/4s? And he had 3 pumps, so it's not too bad. Whoa, no. No, don't risk the flood. I'm being silly. It's actually much better. So we get rid of the Clive, even though it's his deck, because we... Yeah, that's a good reason why. I guess it's fine. What you playing there? Getting a Magitech infantry right away? Oh. See if they brought removal. I'm discarding this whole thing to brass. It's really good. Not as good. Hope he wants to face me. He does. That's why. No. Don't need these. Draw 2. Chainsaw. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Attack with both. Please block. Epic. Ow. Yikes. Very yikes. I think I just gotta wipe the board. Yeah. I have a card. But I'm going to bring back Tersa. I have enough lands. I'm gonna be getting brass as a land too. Wow, more lands. Awesome. Honestly, that unearth ability is kind of scary. Just 4 damage. We'll see. It's your whole turn, though. Oh. Huh. Get a free chainsaw, maybe? Removal spell. I think all my removal spells are. Wow. They're not going to be hasty, so this is fine. What do I get to play? As long as it doesn't get like an overlord. Gonna get to discover 3. Hopefully we're gonna be able to drown them out in value here, but let's see what they play. It's in their hands. Oh, 2 or less? Okay, sure, mate. That's good. That's really good. Okay. Don't need the land, honestly. Me. Oh, that just. There we go. Now we're talking. That's just in my hand. Swing. Discard that land. It's alright. Those lands are no longer a concern to me, which is very important. What do we get out of this? Pay 1 life, create a Owen fish. Yeah, bro. Power 2 or less. Wait! Wait. Oh, that's how it works. Okay. That's not a big deal. Trying to do a blowout? That's good. Boom! And we win. Let's go. Discard for the win. And a rank up. Look at that. Alrighty, so here we go. Normally, summon knights around in your opening hand would be terrible unless you plan to potentially reanimate. And we're gonna get rid of something anyways for fear of missing out for delirium, so this is fine. Probably gonna play this first. Chock full of removal, so we're gonna have to play through it. We're also gonna have to fight for our lands, it looks like. They're reading. What will they do? Okay. This card's a problem. This card's a big problem. This will trade up. That. This will kill it later on. I want to do the Clive thing. That's the only reason I'm not going to get rid of him. Plus we can do boop boop. As long as we get a land. And I'm punished for it. Oh well. I suspect the removal spell goes on to Joshua. Okay. He does his job. Playing another slasher? That'd be my guess. Okay. Well, now I get to outvalue you. Unless he plays a Sheldred. The demon might also be a little scary. This is pretty good. We're gonna get to do this. Yeah. We're gonna get to do the Clive thing. He's not gonna be able to unlock the demon. He could play a 4-mana demon if he gets a land. Either way, we are gonna be back up to our whole hand just with him, or with him. Ooh. Sorry, Bahamut. But if we draw Emerge from the Cocoon. Nah. And another Bahamut anyways. We have 7 damage in the hand. I'm not scared to kill a demon. I can fight with Clive too. He doesn't kill it. Demon Wall, okay, so he's opting for the drain. Most of my stuff are horrors, so we're gonna go with horror. Looks like I did the right play. He has a removal spell, looks like. Let's take a look. We have lethal if he doesn't remove. There it is right there. Still threatening. The demon doesn't save him. Doesn't have enough for the demon anyways. Gets him close, but no cigar. And we win through the demon deck. Let's go. Honestly, this is very important probably. Even over the chainsaw. Although, honestly go down in the kickoff celebrations. I think I like that. Let's take a look. Finally got ourselves a serious sideboarder. What's really in particular is really bad against, or good against our deck, rather, I guess, is we have a lot of like enchantments. So black has that enchantment removal. Usually the overlords are really good. The red one is good because it dodges the like wraths and stuff, but we're not able to dodge the withering torment. Is that what it's called? Or feed the swarm. This is potentially very good, but not good enough because okay, still good. A little slow, but we'll speed it up with the haste body. Fourth land's good. Get lost is good. Turns out being a 3/3 means like cut downs are really bad against it. We had to discard. He kept a 1 land hand. So we just paddled to the metal. Getting rid of this get lost. Getting rid of this land. Don't care. 6 damage to your face. Yep. Don't keep 1 land hands. Simple. Alrighty, so that was the 2 decks I'm going to be playing today to showcase what Clive can do. He also probably works really well in a Rakdos shell because that can also be used within a discard shell. And I think that's where he is. Honestly, Clive is best in the discard shell. It's also best if you ignore his backside. It's like an upside that will occasionally happen, but as you see, I didn't do that in any of the games because he draws so much aggro, he will die immediately. But that's why we focus on the value that he gets right away for red. But this deck is really, these 2 decks are actually really cool. Showcase of what red can do and how red is able to still scale up, you know, through the big red method. It's going to be losing out on so much because Koth, like, we're not going to be able to get our mountains on turn 4 again for the Clive Devotion deck. That kind of stinks, but like I said, there's a Kavu that's coming out in the next set, a creature that's coming out rather in the next set that's also 4 mana and actually kind of mana cheats for us, which can be really good for Clive, where we want that instant value. These 2 decks are really good. I prefer the Boros deck simply because Lightning Helix is such a strong card. Um, Sometimes you will win the game. You didn't see it, but sometimes you do just win the game by emerging from the cocoon really early. Monument to Endurance was a little shy, so we didn't get to see that either. But we saw the incredible power of Marauding Mako, as well as like how well you can control the board very early on in red, and you know keep the gas moving against other decks. So I would definitely recommend giving these decks a try. And Clive, like I said, is really really fun. Uh, he's just a little too expensive, and Big Red is it's hard to find Big Red being good in Standard. But if you want to have a good time with some discard effects, recommend him. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time when I go over the last dominant that's in the set, Dion. We're gonna have a night aggro deck, so have a good one.